When was the moment you knew you was going #1?
The very last moment.
Really?
No, I didn't know. Just when I heard the sentence.
Welcome to another episode of the Thanalysis show with your one and only Thanasis Antetokounmpo. And today we have a special guest. This guy is incredible. And he's #1 for a lot of reasons. But before we go to our guest, we got to say thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to Gruber Law Offices. It's right here behind me. One call, that's all. Want to thank Carbliss. Want to thank Potawatomi Casino Hotels. These guys are amazing. And want to thank our last sponsor, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm loving it, McDonald's. Thank you guys so much. And back to the show. From France, now playing for the Atlanta Hawks, the #1 draft pick, Zaccharie Risacher in the building. Thank you so much, Zach, for coming in, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Man, how does it feel being the #1 draft pick?
Feels great. I work hard my whole life to get myself in this kind of opportunity, and yeah, I was just very proud of myself. It was really special for me and my family, and I feel like I got lucky to be in this team too. I feel like the Atlanta Hawks is a wonderful organization, and they put me in the right position to develop as a player, but also as a human being. So yeah, I'm really grateful for the journey that I'm living right now.
Yeah, is it? You come from a family of athletes just like us. Most of us got drafted as well. But being the #1 draft pick, do you think it's a lot of things that come with it? Do you think extra attention or extra
Yeah, definitely. Like you say, extra attention. Especially coming from Europe, you don't get as much as attention that you can get in the US. Media, it's way different. But yeah, I feel like in the US everything is just bigger. Just the way can be the roads, can be buildings, but also media, social media, all that type of stuff. It's way different, and I feel especially being the #1 pick, it's it's coming with a lot of intention, and I wasn't used to that back then in Europe.
Man, being the #1 draft pick, right? When was the moment you knew you was going #1?
The very last moment.
Really?
No, I didn't know. Yeah, that was just when I heard the sentence, and that's how I knew. I think my agent knew a little bit before, but he didn't tell me. He wanted me to be surprised, and yeah, I was just living my dream, and I just had a lot of fun, and that was probably one of my best moment of my life. That just to hear that, it just you that's what you dream of your whole life, and yeah, I was super exciting.
You know what's so crazy? Because I remember when Giannis got drafted and I got drafted, it really changed our lives. It changed you automatically was oh, my family's okay. I get to live this dream and play in the best place in the world.
Yeah.
But okay, now isn't this crazy? Being from France, right? And now in 2 years back to back, people from France go #1 pick, right? Do you say, hey, I did my job, now the next guy have to represent for France?
Yeah.
For your place, man.
We have a lot of great talent, and yeah, especially the next generation is gonna be good. I feel like we have pretty good players, and I'm just exciting, and I'm just grateful to know that I'm a part of it, and I'm a part of the future of my country, and that means a lot for me. especially like represent France in this like
Yes.
super competitive league. You know,
Yes.
it's just it's a blessing.
It's did you by any chance get to play with my brother in France?
Yes, I
guess
did.
my brother
Yes, I did.
Yeah?
That was my first pro games. I was
Really?
with him. Yeah, I was 16 and coming from the youth team. Sometimes I was able to play with him with the pro, and so in EuroLeague and French league. So yeah, I met him a couple years ago.
That's
'Cause,
crazy.
yeah.
That's crazy. See how small and big, small and big the basketball world is, right? You go overseas, you play here, you get to play with each other, like and guest each other. Like it's crazy. Such a big just circle of life. Do you like okay? What do you think was the moment that changed for you? Right, that you said, okay, I'm not just a under 16 guy who plays at the youth 16. What was the moment that said, I can play in the men's team and actually be good?
I always knew it because I was raised in a way like my parents always told me like if you put the work in, if you believe in yourself and you do the right things, like sky's the limit, you know.
Yes.
And so I wasn't like in a rush. I didn't like, but since I'm young, I knew that I wanted what I wanted to be, you know, because my dad used to play professional
Yes.
in overseas. So like since like a really young age, I was following like on the court, you know, at his practices, at his games, and so I fell in love with the game because of him. And yeah, at a really young age, I knew that if I have the right mindset, the right attitude, and the right, you know, just the right approach,
Yes.
I would be able to achieve my dreams. And yeah, so I was believing in myself, and yeah, the first dream was to play pro in France first, you know.
Yes.
And then it was to have an impact, and like I wanted to be a guy who impact the game, who, you know, I wanted my team to know that they can count on me to win games. That was the first dream in the French league, and then like super easily I knew where I wanted to go, the NBA, obviously, but like step by step, you know, I just step by step wanted to build myself as a man, because I was 16 when I first like played my first professional games, but also as a player, and yeah, I just feel like I just, you know, chased my dream, and I wasn't like in a rush or anything. I just let the things coming, and never stop working, you know.
It's crazy because, you know, like I don't think people understand, like for like everybody from Victor to Giannis to Luca to Zach to all these guys who will be playing when they're 16. You know, they start to play when they're very, very young in men's team. Even if it's first division or second division, it's still men. You're playing against men. You're competing against men. I would like to like really ask you about, you had a quote that you said, you know, then I came here and everybody's kind of good. Everybody's a good athlete. Everybody's strong, you know. But, and everybody was like, oh man, you know, he's saying that the NBA is harder. But I said, I thought about two things. The first thing I thought, I was like, actually, yeah, everybody's actually really athletic and strong in France too, because the French league is actually athletic, right?
Yeah.
And strong. And the second thing I thought about, I was like, they really don't know the what that means for us, you know, because they just automatically assume it's just like how their way of them coming from the States into the NBA, which is either college or which is still kids. You're still playing against kids. What was the thing that impressed you the most in the States?
Like outside of basketball? or even
both.
both. So all the intention that you can get as a professional athlete, that for me is crazy. Like the way media works around us. I'm in the locker room taking my shower, and there is like 15 guys with cameras, microphone, and all that. In the locker room, I'm almost naked. I'm like, I just got here. What the fuck's going on? And
it's the States.
Yeah,
It's the US.
Like everything's bigger and everything, just it's just different. And so I think that's like the right example to show, like, I wasn't used to that, and it's a different approach. And for example, I feel like in France, like social media, it's more like a young trend, it's for younger people.
Yes.
It's not bad, but that doesn't have the same look than in the US. I feel like over here it's a thing, and we was talking about getting more attention, and that's what it come with, and so that's probably gonna be the different, like the most different thing that I've noticed.
What about food? I think we talk
food is
we talk about
another thing, but
French cuisine, Greek cuisine, like American cuisine. Like what's your go-to now? Like what's changed for you? What's your like?
I choose when I come here to have a chef.
Okay, good.
So yeah, I can really focus on just playing basketball, and also knowing that what I'm eating, it's good for me. I wanted to spend my money like in a better way than just luxury or fancy cars or whatever.
Yeah.
That's the type of stuff who can make a difference through the years.
Yes.
And also, like, it's even this season, it's way easier for me to just put my feet under the table, knowing that I'm gonna get this,
Yes.
so I can eat healthy, and also, like, I'm trying to build myself as a player, so I need to put more weight on my body. It's like very specific, like, so I feel like I have this chance to have somebody who can cook for me every day, and so I'm lucky about the food. But you're right, like, going out restaurants is way different. Like, the food is just different than in Europe, and especially in France. Like,
do you miss, like, so when you had, like, so what happens to me, like when I eat Greek food or Nigerian food, and like I get nostalgic, like I miss a little bit of time. Do you ever get nostalgic? Do you ever miss?
Because I love food. Like, that's just so that makes you travel all around the world.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're right. Like, whatever you're eating, like, you just nostalgic. Can be like, I'm eating French food, I miss home, but can be like, you're eating whatever, and you remember the first time that you ate that. It's just food is special.
Do you you said something about a regimen, right? And about your body. What is the next thing for Zach Risacher? What is the next? Is it muscle? Is it me being more vocal? Is it me? What are your goals for next season? Let's go step by step. Like, for this season, and then obviously this season that we're still here, but like,
so I think, like, physical aspect, it's one of them for sure. I'm working, like, really hard on it. Like, weight room almost every day, and that's, you want to be smart about it, because obviously, like, we're playing a lot of games, so you don't want to get too tired and not be as efficient as you would be in games if you didn't do all that. But yeah, I would say physical. Also on the court, I want to improve my game. Talking about like ball handling, pick and roll, a lot of stuff. You know, I just me as a player when I got to the league or a little bit before, you know, during the interviews, you do like 100 of interviews from different teams, and a lot of teams, even like in the world of basketball, usually you heard that you are, especially in the NBA, you have to have a go-to, you know, like
you have to have your spot or spot something specific that's unstoppable.
Like exactly, something that you're really good at.
Yeah.
You know, like when people were asking me that question, I was like, I don't know, because I feel now that my shooting can be, you know, my go-to, like 3-point shooting, but I feel like I'm more comfortable during like being all around, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not great just as a shooter, you know. I can shoot because I can drive, so now I have space to create my shot or whatever, you know. I just feel like the more you can do, the more difficult you're gonna be to guard, and that's like that's my mindset, you know. And I don't want to have no limits. So yeah, when people were asking me about like what are you great at, you know, I was like, I'm not sure, because I'm working about like everything, so I can do like, so I can react and just read and play. Yeah, you know.
So yeah, it's not the traditional like only the master one thing. You know, you just have to be. And if you notice, if you pick, you know, all the great players in this league today, they're all good at something, right?
Yeah.
And you know, from Bron, KD, Jan, Jokic, like Luka, everybody, all these guys are not just good at shooting, are not just good at defending. They're good at a huge package that gets you to that level. Yeah. Do you think it was, you know, we were saying both that we come like from a family of athletes. Do you think like your dad played a big role in your development, like so young, being able to be so technical, you know, even though you're so tall, even though be able in your footwork? And because for me, my dad, you know, he actually played soccer. He didn't play basketball, but our footwork is all him, you know. Everything for us to be able to be this big and move so fast was just because like how he teaches us how, like what was that? Did he coach you at all? Did he talk to you?
No,
your dad.
Yeah, I give a lot of credit to my dad. He's the main reason why I'm here today, because I'm talking about, you talk about like technical stuff.
Yes.
That's the thing. Like even like shooting, footwork, ball handling. It was just I was just loving working out with him, and that was our thing, you know. Since I can't even remember, I was like 5, 6, just playing in the backyard, having like a real workout, you know, and doing all like just trying to learn from my dad, because like my dad was my hero, you know.
Yeah.
I wanted to be like him. I wanted to do what he did, and I just wanted to learn, and I think like he really enjoyed like this process, and also like my dad is somebody who like to share his experience, like can be like obviously at basketball, but also like in life. He had a lot of great stories, and always want to talk, always want to share what he think, what he experienced. So it was great for me as a kid to, you know, to experience that. And also he helped me a lot on this side, like basketball side, technical on the court side, but also like when it comes to being a professional, and all the like outside stuff that you gotta worry about. And I feel like I was well prepared to handle what it comes with being a professional athlete, because he knew he just told me what he knew, and that was, I think I had like that gave me a real advantage when I had to play my first pro games, at 16. So yeah, I gave him a lot of credit for everything he did for me.
Did you? Okay, so this is my question. So your dad played in Greece. Is this true?
That's true for Olympiacos.
Olympiacos,
Yeah.
Man, first of all, do you know any Greek words? Do you know any Greek? Because I've heard you speak multiple languages. Is this true? How many languages do you speak?
Just English. I was born in Spain, so I learned like Spanish and French at the same time. But when we went back to France, I just forgot the language, like Spanish.
Okay.
And Greek, Kalimera.
Kalimera. Okay, so wait, let's play this game. I have 5 words for you.
All right.
And you just tell me what you think they mean. Okay?
Yeah.
First word is cardia. What do you think that means?
Merci. Thank you.
No, cardia means... no, thank you. Cardia means heart.
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 Okay.
So let me give you another one. Maybe you know this one. What do you think? Philos.
Philos.
I mean, let me give you a hint. Is like it's something you say to your friend, like, hey.
Cool. How you doing?
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's like friend basically. Philos it means hey friend, what's up, man? Or
okay.
Philos. Thalassa.
Thalasas. It's like when you're around somebody.
No. So thalassa means sea. Sea, yeah, thalassa for us.
Okay.
It's so crazy. People think like Greek is so like land and is easy, and you hear words like if I say baño it does mean something in Spanish and something French. So I have this one, last one for you. Γαλλία.
Halia.
What does that mean?
Can you help me a little bit?
Yeah.
So
It's I hope you're gonna find it right. It's a country.
A country?
Yeah. Γαλλία.
Halia. Oh.
I can tell you if I want to tell you.
Tell me.
France.
France?
Yeah, that's how we say France in Greek. So now, let me ask you something. Do you think that that all these experiences, that you being so multicultural, right, helps you with understanding the world better? I say this all the time to people. Like I think like me being multicultural really helps me understand and be more accepting and more like you're able to really understand the world. Do you think that helps you a little bit in your daily life?
For sure. That's definitely helping me knowing the world, and that's for me like that's a richness, just being able to and also like not about like my own culture, but like I'm a curious person, just knowing about different countries, about different culture, about different people. It really helps you like, knowing the world that you live in, and I feel like that's the more you know, it's going to be more easy. Like it's going to be easier to just learn and understand,
Yes. Let's say example, when I say English, something in English, do you translate it in French in your head and then say it in English, or how do you, what's the...
That's what I did like for like my whole life. Since I was a pro, even though you're in France, like there is so many foreigners that you, and Americans too, that you, if you want to play, like the coach only gonna talk in English, so you gotta learn English quickly, Since I was 16, I just translate what it means in French, then say it in English. So the most difficult part was in the locker room, when everybody talks a little bit from here, there, and you want to say something, but you translate and just the subject's over and they talk about something else. So and you're on adult too.
Yeah.
So like you're 16 and like the average age it's 28. Like it's way different, you know. But I feel like I'm getting more comfortable since I'm here, and now it's easier for me to just talk and express how I feel, express what I want to say. Like it's getting more like I'm quicker, you know, to do the translation, because now I got like expression, I got some like words that's just you can tell easily, you know. And but at first it was really, really hard.
Do you think? I want you to say something about the coaches and the coaches talking. And what do you think about coaches here in the States? I feel like they are not so animated as coaches in Europe.
Yeah.
For me, in my opinion.
I agree. No, like no disrespect to anyone.
Yeah, of course.
But like in Europe, but that's just a different
European,
you know,
maybe it's
that's
European.
just different. And like in Europe, you saw crazy like highlights of coaches being mad at players, but you can also experience as a player sometimes that, you know, just the coach gonna yell at you and make you feel miserable. You know, that's but that's a different culture, you know. And I'm comfortable with like everything, you know. I don't mind. The only thing I would say it's who can, you know, make me mad or having like a bad plays after. It's when if somebody like a coach gonna yell at me just to yell, you know. If like
some of them do that.
Yeah, and especially when you're young, you know, they want to
encourage the other guys, so they do that to you, so they can set you as an example. Yeah.
So that's probably like if I messed up, you can like yell at me, like I won't mind. I wouldn't mind, you know. That's I fucked up. You let me know, you know. And so it's not a problem. But I feel like especially like when you're young, and like coaches just trying to act mad to you because they want to share because they want to share a message to the whole team. I wasn't comfortable with it, but it gotta be real, gotta be true, you know. Just I don't like even like in life, or I just never liked injustice. Yeah. Just since I'm a kid. Yeah. I just can't. So I think it's translate also to the game. But yeah, that's it.
Do you I'm things up, right? So you're from France and you represent, France and Lyon. And there's this thing, and I don't know if you realize this. You tell me if I'm lying, right? There's this thing about like French players, right? Or France in general, like, they're bougie, or they're too high maintenance. Sometimes you hear this. Do you believe that? Do you believe that's true?
Hell no.
What do you? So tell me this. Why do you think they say that about French players?
I just think they don't know, Yeah, I think like they don't know us, and I just, when people don't know, they
assume that
exactly, and but I'm not agree with this perception of the French players that is not true, and I feel like we have great players with like great character, great physicality, and yeah, we just that's just not true, and I'm just glad to like that is not on my mind when I'm playing, but just like what I was talking about, representing my country in the league, that come with it, and just representing my like all the French players, and just letting the Americans know that that's not like that is not us, and
I do believe like a lot of French players play with so much like hard and passion, like you see from Rudy and how Victor plays, and Evan Fournier, and so many other guys have played and stuff like that. Man, we reached towards the end of the show, another podcast, but you know, I'm so glad to be. First of all, thank you so much for being on the show and doing these things. But you know, are we gonna see you in Team France? Are we gonna see you FIBA? Are you like?
Yeah, that's. Yes, I want to be a part of like French national team.
Yes, sir.
I wouldn't be talking about representing my country in the league and not going to during the summer. You know, it's a privilege for me to you know might be able to play in this team and yeah, just like I take a lot of pride playing with the national team. That's what I want to do for the years to come, you know.
Man, I'm happy. I'm proud. Man, it's such a pleasure to get to interview you and your family. Are amazing, man, and your sisters. Man. I can't wait, man. I can't wait to see what you do in this league. For people who are watching, for people who are listening, we're coming towards the end of the show. Thank you guys so much. We want to thank our sponsor, Gruber Law Office. Want to thank Carbliss. Want to thank Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Want to thank McDonald's for making this happen. Thank you guys so much. But before we close, please go and follow Zaccharie Risacher on his socials, X, Twitter, however you want to call it, Instagram, TikTok. Follow him. Follow his journey. He's a great basketball player and a great human being. And you're going to see so much of him in the league. And get ready to see him hoop, see some highlights. But then again, this guy is the new generation and the new the people who our kids and our kids' kids are going to look up to. All right, thank you guys so much. Thanalysis is out.